can't drink. Why don't we go for a should just warm up? Buy some more clothes?
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here. Now, it's up to Vodyanica. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned. Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Sніжній is full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to be—
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
oh, yeah. The piece you sang today. Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it—
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then, let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh, but,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
of course I was. Remember? I said
So what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. So whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of— Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanica doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right? Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kinda bad though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
I don't know if you've heard about box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely... If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the rooster a fae himself? I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people...
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able... We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
Sorry, routine inspection. Okay, let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya. He also asked me to pass on a message.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot. Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new Vodianitsa and Alosha have both left.
You're back! You're pretty early today. Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But still, there's some good news. It's like there's some kind of mysterious power effect. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Sніжній.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment? So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think, well, Mitya denied that the but even so, those are completely, it's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But sure, Haimon's with you there. But how though? The robot only has a limited. Oh, great point. They argue about Project Stoosh. Good idea. Oh, this one seemed right up your alley. So.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vecha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Sніжнograd Vecha.
Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vecha?
Sorry, I'm not taking. Oh, good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed. It should also be noted that Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her a financial report on disaster.
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit.
Okay then, best-selling street stall.
Order! We will now open the floor.
Sněžnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents, but recent surveys shows that it's been said many times before.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, you appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of, and do you even know how long it's been?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised.
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems, but in case you aren't aware, not one—
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this—
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who—
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regraders struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction. The people have—
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was— so surely they're related.
You two are getting off topic.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on—
Oh, please do. I'm more—
crystal distribution policy, but I fear many may have been misled. The most recent reports all point to Sněžnaya to make drastic adjustments without first considering—
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify, with the notorious Lelex still active to this—
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The rope— As for Lilic, you won't have heard of him yet. Ending Project Stuja has become an so whether it's threats, coercion—
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against? Well, whatever the story is, his actions—
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui— Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestion. The commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja.
Let us refrain from jumping to—
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sense. Nevertheless, I support drafting—
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the— In fact, the Energy Commission—
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report.
Be that as it may, does no one see—
Not if they are used purely for reference.
Very well then.
Yeah, sounds—
The members reached a provision. Today, the prima donna of—
Write anything like that again.
Now then, if there are no further contributions...
Hey, check it out! What made him vote again?
The votes have been tallied.
That was too close. The margin had...
I'll bet Lelek is behind this.
Shuganov.
Yes. Go, Lelek.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stooge, we debate only for the greater glory and the session.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chukhanov to vote against Project Stusha. Well, in principle, Snežnaya's business and political elites, as we heard, Project Stusha is basically... But even if the policy got cancelled, I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. In a situation like this, but that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the... Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try rather than just... But now, he's already voted against it. Which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped. Yeah, no one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stuzha. But by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuzha. Maybe my next step should...
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
I didn't take you... Greetings, Harbingers.
Ah, Odette...
I'll leave you to catch up.
Sure. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler.
Oh, yeah. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a... Huh? You...
Fine by... In return, it's...
My thoughts exactly. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on...
As you command!
In that case...
One common thread among the many... His modus operandi is to silently... So all these files have to offer are shorts...
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a
Yes, and to that, somehow... Lelek, if he can get in and out it's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the Careful. Don't underestimate me.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelek being human. It's just...
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with... a little weaker than me. There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
She's just trying to find a reference.
But that's the most important thing! In my opinion, anyway. Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate.
What do you mean? Which?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily.
Plus, she wouldn't. Oh, yikes. I was just. Still. What reason?
Arlecchino would be the best person. Rosaline, as I'm sure you can imagine. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. The reason being, that was back before it.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to
Odette's past. On the surface, after her father passed away on a mission, Odette was per capitanos, so regardless.
Right. Still.
It's just that said, plenty of people were on bad terms. Yes.
Yeah, back to... Funnily enough, which means...
Spirit Seeker. But Odette's been...
Tonya's excited for it.
I've actually seen... It's a tale of... But when that... Not an easy dance.
In that case, I'll let you take it...
Only I had been born in a romantic time like that.
Sounds like you've made a ton of progress today. Next step is to head back to the theater. And either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to, why leave a letter when she could, so, if it is her, yeah, well, no change really. But oh.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too.
Guess it's just one of those things.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui,
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead.
Whew. It sure is cold today. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview. Perfect. Thank you.
I think I'll leave the Lelek question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette. Child said he was originally going to come with Tonya. Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see some familiar faces. Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again. Oh no, it looks like the show's starting.
Members of the audience, today's performance was to commemorate this occasion. We would love to take a members present today.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather...
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way. And wasn't the performance spectacular?
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not...
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person in... excuse me? Are you Tonya? Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him. He's fine. What's wrong? Maybe she
I haven't seen snow like this in a long...
I know. It's...
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky.
Well, look at...
Let's wait and...
why do you need...
Come to think of it, there's a... I know the route...
sir, there's really no...
Hey, it's no...
What a kind gent...
so...
Don't worry about that. They will escort us back.
Operation I gotta say, you've really turned...
It's snowing pretty hard out there.
Sure. My...
Time to get to work.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Ah, a fan, I'm guessing. Sorry, but that...
Huh. Bad timing, I guess.
What happened to the gentleman who went to...
I was thinking the same thing.
Whatever the reason for his delay... well, I have to treat my employees like...
You seem anxious, Mr.
It's been nearly... They know how much I
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as...
Few things in this world can stop the Snežnij...
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside.
An absurd hype.
This doesn't look like an ordinary that guy who left earlier.
A man-eating snowstorm?
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything? What is it? Something... Whoa, that's quite...
Huh.
Yeah, snow like this. Actually, I take that. We can't stay cooped up here forever. No need. I have... Everyone by the door. Careful.
Heading out, my man?
Thanks for the advice.
He's back! He's back!
Did you see any soul...
Something about this storm. There's no one out there. This isn't your average snow...
Are you serious?
You want to go outside and see?
This just turned...
We can only hope that our...
Is it really that bad?
Huh? What? Whoa! So now we're stuck on the bright side. The tip, at least, fine by me.
This seems like a...
What are you staring at?